You see the comments everywhere. Everyone is sending love from Brazil, and they want you to come see it for yourself. After reading these comments for years, I was starting to get tired of it. I figured they'd probably stop asking if someone decided to visit. Yes, I am in Brazil right now. I'm in Rio de Janeiro. Bem-vindos, as they say here. I'm gonna go explore for the next few days. I'm gonna see what the city has to offer, load up on some love, and see where the sources of love are. I'll be right back. Hey, so I am back. The last few days have been pretty good. It's been pretty cool, but I didn't feel a lot of love. Here's why. It's also worth noting, if you are a Brazil expert and you see something that looks like Panama, well, it probably is. I went on a boys trip before this to Panama. Sit on that thing! The footage from that trip and this trip have been mixed together, and I can't tell the difference anymore. Life has been such a blur lately. Kind of all looks the same to me. All I can say is that I'm not perfect, and neither is the editor. Now to the video. Beaches. Beaches are Janeiro's middle name. If you're thinking of a beach, you're probably thinking of one of Janeiro's many beaches. Copacabana and Ipanema, the military circle of the Red Beach, with its white frothy ocean and its sand that's like the best sand ever. It's like moon sand, but real life. And although these beaches are perfect, they are not a secret. These beaches are packed. If you're planning on going, you better be ready to see lots of adults, women, children, salespeople, and thieves. New York City beaches are better. My ruling: no love. Simiforms, monkeys and primates. One thing you should know about me, I love monkeys. They're the coolest. They eat bananas, they swing on vines, they like magic tricks, they get haircuts, they drive golf carts. They're the best. And I was really hoping that Janeiro would have some primates. I was the luckiest guy in the world because the Airbnb I happen to be staying at happens to be famous for its marmoset visitors. They come up right to the window and eat bananas, even though we're 11 stories up. I had plenty of good times with Bobbitt, Johnson, Montague, and Jamie this week. Those are not the names I gave them, those are the names they had already when I arrived. But these happy little monkeys didn't finish the banana that I gave them, which was deeply insulting, and my ruling: no love. Getting around. Like any major city, there are many ways to get around, but Janeiro does it different. It's not just endless expanses of concrete. Their sidewalks are actually tiny little stones. There must be thousands of these stones throughout the city. And every once in a while, you can find a loose one and put it in your pocket and take home. I got a black one and a white one. And when you don't feel like walking, not only is there Uber in Janeiro, they have Uber motorcycle. That's right. You can request a motorcycle to come pick you up. I had to try this, even though my father told me to never ride on a motorcycle with another man. I was a little nervous, but luckily my driver brought an extra helmet and we were off. The wind was blowing in my hair, we were zipping through cars, it was awesome. But my driver didn't let me hold on to his abdomen and my water bottle fell out. My ruling: no love. Wonders of the world. For those familiar with Janeiro, you'll know that one of the most famous landmarks here is a statue of a gentleman doing the T-pose on the top of a mountain. I'm not exactly sure who this guy is, but he must be pretty important. He must have invented Brazil or something because of how hard it would have been to make a statue on the top of a mountain. To be honest, I hadn't even heard of this statue until a few months ago. I went to my local Stairmaster where the T-pose man was one of the hardest challenges. I made it to the top several times before my visit, and so I knew I was ready to get to the top. And when I got here, I almost didn't hike it. There had actually been robberies on the trail up to the statue, but I knew I had trained too much and for too long to give up now. I decided to hide my things in a secret pocket by my thigh and was off. Got my water bottle, looking up for robbers, going in my secret pocket. Halfway there. And I'm happy to say I made it to the top with no trouble. But when I made it to the top, I was feeling kind of sad. This was supposed to be the lightning rod of love, and I wasn't feeling it. Everyone was focused on getting a T-pose photo for themselves. This just wasn't a place to bond. I really, no love. At this point, I was wondering where all the love was. From all the comments I've been reading over the years, this place should be overflowing with love. That if you went here, that you wouldn't be able to see straight, there was so much love. And I wasn't feeling a lick of it. Was this all just some Brazilian prank? But then it clicked. I remember reading a few months ago that there would be a music festival the same time that I would be visiting. And sure enough, Sir Sheeran is in Janeiro right now, the same time I'm in Janeiro. And I simply had no chance. Sir Ed Sheeran is a beloved artist with some kick-ass songs. The reason I wasn't feeling any love was because all the love was going to Ed Sheeran. I completely forgive Rio. So, case closed, there is a lot of love in Brazil. You just have to make sure you're not visiting the same time that Ed Sheeran is. Thank you, Rio de Janeiro. And as they say in Brazilian, envio amor de Brazil. Sending love from Brazil. Sending love from Brazil. A quick shout out to the sponsor of this video, the ones that made this all possible. Live Free Figs, the best fig product on earth. Check it out.